This is a video tutorial for the Happy Days MITZI Mittens, and this is how we make it. You will need fabric for the outer. I'm using this fake knitting wool look fabric, but you could use another piece of fleece if you wish, and you'll need some warm fleece for the lining. Place your templates on the back of your fabric so you're looking at the writing on each one. Then cut out. Then once you've done that, turn your templates over and cut out another set. That's my 2 sets of templates all cut out. The next bit is quite important. Take one from this side and place it on top of this side so it's right sides together, and then take this one and place it on the other set, right sides together, so pretty side to pretty side. Line up all your sides on both pieces, then add some clips or pins along here, around the curve, and stop. Do this for both pieces. I've added my clips, and now I'm going to take it over the sewing machine and use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So along the straight edge, stop, around the curve, take your time with this, and then stop level with this side. You might want to draw a line across or add a pin if it helps you, and do exactly the same for this side. So along the straight edge, round the curve, and stop once again, level with this line. We've now got to put the pieces together as I've done on this one. So open that up and then take your other piece and place it right sides together on top. Sometimes with stretch fabric you might have a bit of difference between this piece and the other piece, so you can just trim it at the end, so don't worry. Line everything up and then add some clips. I've lined up all my sides and round the top, and I've added some clips. Along this side, when you get to the thumb, just put one clip there or pin, flip it over, and then add another one this side, and continue to add clips or pins all the way around. We're now going to start sewing, and once again 1/4 inch seam allowance, starting at the bottom, sew all along up until you get to where the thumb is, and stop and backstitch. Then flip your thumb over and start again the other side. I use the line of my stitches as a guide, and then carry on round over this seam. I've actually flattened my seam for a nicer finish. So over the seam and then right down to the bottom again. I've sewn all along and stopped, flipped over and started again, all around the curve, over the seam and back down. And now I'm going to repeat the whole process for the other outer. That's my 2 outers complete, and now we're going to work on the lining. We're going to do exactly the same with the lining pieces as we did for the other pieces. So take this side and place it on top, and place this one on here. Once again, line everything up and add some clips. I've added my clips, and now we're going to take it over to the sewing machine, 1/4 inch seam allowance as before, starting on the straight edge and stop around the curve, and then stop level with this line, and do exactly the same for this one. I've sewn all the way around, remembering to stop level with my stitching this side, and I've done exactly the same on this side. We're now going to join the other piece of fabric. Pull this up and then place your other piece of fabric right sides together. It's not as obvious with fleece, but you might be using a fabric that is, so if you are, this is the right side that are together. Line everything up and then add some clips. I've added all my clips all the way around, and I've also flattened out this seam. Now I'm going to take it over the sewing machine, and once again 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew along here, and when I get to the start of the thumb, stop, flip the thumb over and then restart again. And as I said before, I follow this line of stitches to keep it in line, and then carry on all the way around over the seam and right down to the bottom and stop. I've sewn all the way around, remembering to stop at my thumb and then restart again. And now I'm going to repeat the whole process for the other lining. That's our outers finished and our linings finished. And now we're going to join them together. The next step is to turn your linings the right way out, as I've done, so you're looking at the right side, but leave your outers as they were. Take your lining and push it inside your outer. Make sure that you've got the correct one so your thumb is on the right side, as I've done. The easiest way to do this is to put your own hand inside the lining and then push them together. I'll push the lining right down, and I've lined up the tops of my lining and outer. I've made sure that my side seams on both my outer and my linings meet, and I've added clips, and then I've added a few more clips all the way around, and I've also added my gap sign on this side. I like to leave my gap sign on the side where the thumb is, and I've done exactly the same for this one. The next stage you may want to do, or you may not want to do, is to thread a needle and thread and do some big tacking stitches all the way around. This will hold everything into place, especially if you haven't got a choke on your machine to put your bottom of your gloves into. I just find that it helps everything keep steady and in place. So I'm going to take it over the sewing machine once I've done that. 1/4 inch seam allowance, remembering to leave a gap. Sew all the way around on both mittens. I've sewn all the way around, and now I'm going to carefully turn them the right way out through the gap I left. I've sewn up the gap carefully using a ladder stitch. And that's our MITZI mittens all finished.